Unfortunately, we're not talking about that at this point in time. If we have exciting news, we'll be talking about it in the run-up either to Gamescom or at Gamescom. So sorry to be a bit boring there, Sound the 74. Dean Richards, who I suspect is Dean Richards from work, who will be the English commentators? We're not confirming who the commentator team is in this year's game. As soon as I have any news, I will be sure to tell you all about it. Johannes Reiger, will the servers be more reliable? I hope so. We believe our servers are great. We've had something like 1.3 billion minutes of gameplay played of FIFA 12 head-to-head, etc. already. The head-to-head games are actually peer-to-peer. So once you've matchmaked and move off the server, that's a direct connection between you and the person you're playing at. If you have problems there, I would advise you to check your firewall and your router settings or talk to the guy that you're playing against and make sure he has too. If you're talking about online team play, we've been doing lots of work to improve that and we'll continue to do so. Jez Sumner. Could we have Be the Ref mode where you can referee random online club games? Not this year. It's something we've thought about a lot, something that we may well do in the future, but we're not committing to it at this time, and it won't be in FIFA 12, I'm afraid. Lee Harpuel. Could matches between big rivals like Manchester United versus Chelsea have more tacklings, bookings and player confrontations like you had in the early FIFA games? We have worked on trying to build more atmosphere around it, and you will definitely feel that in the commentary this year within the game. We are still firm believers in FIFA fair play though, and don't really want to go to the point at which two teams are kind of at each other too physically. Although if you do not like a team in the game, feel free to behave however you like in your own game, but please don't ruin it for other people online. At Rob G. Tai, how many teams will get realistic faces this year? We're doing about the same amount of teams as last year. We understand that everyone wants their team to undergo the kind of head capturing treatment, and we're going as fast as we can. It is quite time consuming. We're trying to make sure the teams we pick are the big ones, and as soon as we have a list of teams, I'll be sure to release them via the website or whatever so you can see who they are. Christopher Sawyer asks, will players be taken off on stretchers when they're injured? We're not doing that at the moment, just basically because, you know, when the injury happens, we kind of cut to the injury kind of substitution itself rather than showing that coming on and off. Great idea. Again, we've thought about it a few times, but ultimately our priorities lie in a slightly different place, but when we get around to it, we will. At Luke HTF Chindle, do you think you could ever have a feature called Fan Factor where the fan atmosphere could make a difference to player performance? It's a great idea. It's something we've toyed with, but I don't want the effect of something tenuous to control the way that the gameplay works. It would kind of be unfair on some people if the fans weren't getting behind a team and their team kind of got worse and worse based on that. So I want it to be about your ability at the game rather than something else going on really, so it's in your hands. And Krista Legenden Steiner, are you going to add diving for FIFA 12? I get asked this a lot. I don't want people to be able to dive in the game at this point because whilst to a degree it's part of the professional game, I kind of still consider it cheating. And imagine how upset you would be if you lost a crucial game in the FIFA Interactive World Cup finals because someone fell over on purpose. People get angry enough, I think people call it rage quitting, where people quit online because they're losing. Imagine how bad it would be if there was diving too. But great idea and something we do think about a lot.